Alright, it's finally time to take a look at Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. And for those of you wondering why I didn't upload anything on Saturday or Sunday, I've been busy recording these reviews. Although, I'm still not sure if I'm going to upload anything on Sunday. I might. So if there is something uploaded on Sunday, just know, But I'm probably just going to do recordings. So we're going to finish the Wrong Turn franchise. I do not have the remake yet, but I will eventually get it and do that one. But we'll start off here, continuing Wrong Turn 2 Dead End, which I think is a step up from the first one. Hold on, I gotta turn the fan off. I think it's a step up from the first one. However, I think it is the high point of this franchise. So after this, they just get weirder and weirder. But, the gimmick for this movie you think would be something you'd see in the 8th film of a franchise. Say like Halloween Resurrection, because it is very much like that, but this is done so much better. See, what it is in the woods of West Virginia, that's like the first one, same place, but in the woods of West Virginia, there's an apocalyptic reality show being filmed called Extreme Survivalist or something like that, hosted by Henry Rollins, who plays a retired U.S. Army colonel, Marine, whatever. And then there's these contestants, and they're supposed to supposedly survive this apocalypse. Oh, sorry. It's kind of late. It's after midnight right now, so it might be a little bit quiet for me. But I wanted to get this one done tonight, which I'm recording this on Friday night, so technically it's Saturday morning, but you know what I mean. So right away, it's confusing. This came out 4 years later. This was directed by Joe Lynch, and he takes care of this film. The characters, for the most part, are written very well, except for one, Jonesy. I think, they figured they need one asshole type character. He only cares about one thing, tits. And when he finds out that the girl he's with is a lesbian, you still think that's awesome. So I don't know. I don't care for Jonesy. He's the only poorly written character in this, by the way. Another thing I'm struggling to understand is where the rest of these inbred redneck mutants came from. The cannibals came from. Because at the end of the last one, they were all blued up except for Three Finger. Bum, 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 bum. And he's back in this. But now there's a whole family. I know Joe Lynch wanted to do a cannibal incest family thing. Which, boy, did they go up on the incest in this one. So, each of these, cast members pair up. And we got Texas Battle, who was in Final Destination 3. Also, Crystal Lowe, who's paired with him, was also on Final Destination 3, and also in the Black Christmas remake, the first Black Christmas remake. The better one, not the feminist one. And there's also Erica Learson, who was in Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. And I think somebody knew that, because they do rip off, not call back to, but rip off. You could say Joe Lynch call it back to it, I guess you could say. Call back to the dinner scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre later in the film, where they have Erica Learson tied up, and they force feed her cannibal food, people, whatever. And it's even worse because she's a vegan. So, yeah. And there's Daniela Alonso plays a character. She was in One Tree Hill. She plays a lesbian, and it's weird because her character becomes a lesbian on One Tree Hill, so that's interesting. Jonesy is the only one I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else. Oh, and Kimberly Caldwell, who dies at the beginning of this, and unfortunately has the best kill in this film, where she's driving and she hits one of the cannibals, and when she goes to check on him, he eats off her face, and another cannibal comes and they chop her in half, and then each carried one half away. It's fantastic. The kills are still kind of good going through here. Joe Lynch took a lot of care in the kills. They're very good. They're practical for the most part. There is one where Danielle Alonso and Jonesy, they're hanging from this tree and they get an arrow shot through their head, and the arrow is obviously keyed in, but their bodies are still swaying and the arrow's not moving with them. That's probably the worst kill in here. There's some kind of off-screen kills and some badly recorded kills, but they still look better than this, man. So, the incest thing. So, I gotta go back to this. So, Kimberly Caldwell's killed. So, they are short one contestant. So, they get the female producer, who's out, actually the girlfriend of the cameraman, to fill in. And, so she takes this job, even though she keeps saying, "Oh, I don't think I can win. I wouldn't win. I can't win." It's not about winning. It's about, getting the ratings. Which, by the way, some might be confused. I understand this. Some might say, "Oh, how come you're filming this if you're not already greenlit for a series?" It's called a pilot. You film a pilot and then you sell it to the network. That's how you do it. I don't know, people get confused on that, but so she gets paired with Nina, who's Erica Learson's character, and they go in the woods, and they fall in the water, which these cameras could put up top. You think that they wouldn't work after that, but who knows? And she sees her boyfriend getting a blowjob from the hot chick. And so he gets done and he leaves, and then the hot chick is laying there, and the girlfriend already got upset and left. And you see Brother, I think he's credited as being Brother, one of the cannibals, sitting there whacking it off. Now, first of all, should you think that since they're inbred, he would only be attracted to his only family members? Who knows? But he's doing this. Sister comes along, smacks him in the head. She goes up there, kills the hot chick. In the next scene, we see Danielle Alonso and Erica Learson come up, and they think that their friend's in trouble, their co-star's in trouble, but it's Sister wearing the hot chick's face and getting fucked by her own brother. I don't think we needed to see that, just the implication. Like they say on Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The implication. It's fun enough, But yeah. And Henry Rollins gets attacked early on, and he's stuck, and he finds the hillbilly from the first film played by Wayne Robson, and it gets revealed here that he's actually their father. Gotta protect my unions. And he gets in a fight with Henry Rollins, but Henry Rollins gets some dynamite, sticks it in the guy's back pocket or jacket or something. And you get this funny Looney Tunes like that where he goes, and it blows up. It's just really funny. He's like, it's like blows up. And this subverts your expectations. So right away you think that the girlfriend is the final girl. Nope, she gets axed to the head, she's dead. And the final girl is actually Erica Learson. And so you see Henry Rollins. He's this badass military dude. Certainly, he's going to be one of the survivors, helping take down these guys. Sort of. He helps them take them down, but he gets killed. He gets shot with an arrow twice. Once in the back, once in the front. And then he gets this barbed wire, razor wire wrapped around his neck, and he dies. So it's up to Erica Learson and Texas Battle to save the day. And Texas Battle, they got this meat processor thing, this meat grinder, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it was for the wood, because it's in the paper mill. So I'm pretty sure it's for the wood to grind in so they can make the pulp for the paper. I'm guessing. And I feel like Texas Battle should be dead. Because they throw Texas Battle at this thing, and he just kind of bounces off of it. No. He would go through it, he'd be dead. But no, he's one of the survivors, so you have to have Erica show up, or Nina, I guess, show up and help take them down with this Rube Goldberg thing, knock them, both mom and dad in there, because the brother and sister were brewed up by Henry Rollins earlier. And yeah, Nina and Jake, that's Texas Battle's character, but I call him Texas Battle because that's a kick-ass name. They find Kimberly Caldwell's car, which at first I was confused, or I shook my head because it says West Virginia on it. I'm like, there's no way she'd be in a car from West Virginia. But I remembered she was arguing with her agent about the flight she was on. It's a local car, so yeah, I would say West Virginia, but I don't know if there's. It's a hot red convertible. They have those in West Virginia, I guess. There's also a comment made by Nina where she sees all the vehicles that are there, and she says that they've been doing this for decades. How? How could they have been doing that for decades? And no one has done anything. It's hard to believe in the first one, with all the cars that they show, that they haven't been found. Now, you get to the fifth one, and there's a freaking festival, and that's a prequel. So, who knows? But it's hard to believe that there's no law enforcement after these guys. You know what I mean? How has the law enforcement not caught them if they've been doing this for decades? How? It just doesn't make any sense. But nonetheless, this film is actually probably, I haven't seen the remake yet, probably the best one out of all these, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's enjoyable. Also, Three Finger gets taken out, supposedly killed with an arrow, but he's shown at the end with this inbred baby, Three Toe, which will come which will, come back around in the third film, which is god-awful. But, yeah, this one is pretty good. The characters were all written well, which is more I can say for the rest of the franchise. Even the first one has a pretty good character. This one's written pretty well, except for Jonesy. I didn't care for him. Kind of wished Henry Rollins would have survived, but, his death is pretty cool, too. The cheating boyfriend thing really didn't go anywhere, because both of those characters died anyway, but it's fine. It's not 9 out of 10 for me. It's very enjoyable. It's whack shit, balls to the walls madness, and I love it. I actually want to see Mayhem, which Joe Lynch also directed. So eventually I'm going to find a way to watch that. It's a Shudder movie. So, I don't have Shudder, but I want to, because Joe Lynch, he convinced me. He's a good filmmaker, and I want to see more from him. This was pretty good. So, what are your thoughts on Wrong Turn 2, Dead End? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. We'll see you in the next one.